everybody who have lost weight. So as I said, people who are attending webinars, people who are sending photos, they are, seeing results. People who are not doing any of these things, they're not seeing results. Anyways, that's always a turnout actually. So not 100% will follow everything. So there will be always like, 20 to 30% who will be following it, and next 60, 70% will not follow. But over a period of time, they will also catch it up actually. So we have the results here for till last week. We have got it from people. So we have Kubra, who have lost like 2 kg last week actually, and she came into the top, so 7.1 kg. That is good, Kubra Hasib. And we have Devi, who are at 6.95 kg. So very good. It's slow, but it's good. 6.957 kg is a good numbers actually. Kala is at 6.05 kg. Again, good job. So you have Rikita, who is at 5.8 kg release. Good. Fatima at 5.4 kg. Good job again. Nutan for 4.3 kg. She is having a lot of health challenges apart from the weight loss program she's going through. She met with an accident also last week, but she's trying hard to do it actually. Good job, Nutan. So you've been doing really good. Still, you managed to weight that 4.3 kg. Very good. And we have Aarti at 3.95 kg. Good. And Malini two time aa gaya kya? Sorry. 3.2 kg. And I think I missed out somebody's name here. And who was that? Probably is okay. Let me check who's in the last actually. I have my result desktop. I'll check it out. Somebody's name I missed out. Okay, after Mania, Varshini. Varshini is at 2.9 kg. So this should be a Varshini actually. Let me change that. Varshini at 2.9 kg. Good. At least 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 people in the 20 people, 50 per nearly 50% of people are seeing results because you're doing it. So other 50% have already quit, or maybe they're not following it properly, they're not sending the weight, or no, they're not much communication in the group as well. That's absolutely fine with that, but as far as they're following and they're getting results, you're good with that actually. So congratulations everybody. Without your dedication, see, it's all about you guys, it's not about us actually. So we have done our part and we have shared some of the things with you, and that is like a 30% of the job actually. You got something in your hand, information. Next 70% is in your hands. If you are not going to execute that, you're not going to find the results. You are getting the results only because of your dedication. You're doing that. People said, okay, thanks Sam and Limi, we feel good about it, but we always think that, okay, it is not me and Limi doing it, it's always you guys are doing it. If you're not following it, you're not going to, because we know that, okay, one thing as a woman at home, and if you follow, staying with the kids or your joint family and things like that, it is like, as difficult as, very much difficult to follow this kind of diets and things like, because you know to cook separately for you, you to do something, sometimes there will be an objection from your mom, dad, siblings and things, but you still try to make sure, coming out of all those challenges and following it. And that's why we want to applaud you and say that, okay, you're doing a good job, because if you're followed and doing these diets and doing it, definitely you're doing a really good job. Good, keep up the good job. Another 2 more weeks to go. So we will be ending. The final webinar will be on 26th of December, because we don't want to continue till 1st and 2nd. The final webinar, we will be giving you a chart, diet chart, everything till 31st December, but we will be doing a final webinar to close the program by 26th. Only reason being, after that holiday season starts, people will be in holidays and things like that. We don't want to, bring them into webinar and things like, because the first falls on Saturday and the second falls on Sunday. I know because of New Year, you may have some plans, family plans and things like that. We don't want to do a webinar on that day. At the same time, we also don't want to sit in front of computer. We also want to enjoy a little bit here and there, on the 1st of January and things like that. So we will finish it, but definitely we will continue till 31st December. We're giving you the plan there. So you will be having one more diet plan for 1 week, and also two diet plans, as well as 3 days, 3 more day diet no, detox actually, which will help you. We are at 6 or 7 now, so now 4 more kgs to go, but at least minimum 3 kgs you can definitely do it actually in this 3 days, in this 2.5 weeks. You will be able to do that if you follow it in the right way. Okay, just take care of your oil content, your eating, the timing. In case if you feel like eating more, maybe you eat more the vegetable side of it and fruit side of it actually, rather than eating chapatis or maybe your favorite food more. Eat some other things actually, maybe your nuts, or your fruits, or maybe salads and things, so that little more also. If you feel like eating more, you can go for that, rather than eating something which is more of carbs actually, because rice also is there in our diet actually. So don't go for 2 days diet diet, or when you get a rice, you feel that okay, it is my favorite food, I let me eat more rice today because today is a rice diet and things like that. Don't do that, because automatically somewhere here and there you will definitely lose sometimes. So just keep that in mind and follow that. It will be able to do that. Know that. Okay, so coming back to now our really content, what I want to share you was about the carbohydrates, which will be very, very helpful for you guys to follow when you do this. Okay, because see, it's not coming from Sam and Limi, so we follow a lot of good doctors. We read a lot of books. Actually, we follow some of the nutritionists, the worldwide nutritionists. Actually, we have paid membership with some of the good communities in the world actually. So where they get genuine information. So that is where we take this information and then we'll share it with others actually. Okay, just a moment. Yeah. Okay, so do that. So that is where the information is coming from, and this information are more genuine, and if you follow this, it will be helpful for you. So let me bring up that slide as well. So coming to this, yes. So let me share this slide. Yeah. So again, welcome to Sam and Limi's wellness launch. So we are privileged, or we feel always happy that we got a chance to share, serve you people, because we give more back to the society, so we get in multifolds. That's what we believe in. So that's what we want to do it as well. So now the question to everybody. So coming to the topic, what we're going to do: does carbohydrates help us to live healthy life? That's a question. So if anybody want to, tell about anything, what do you know about carbohydrates? I don't know how many people are in the call, 4 to 5 people. So anybody, or Kala, or maybe Devi, or Malini, or Nutan, what do you think? Carbohydrates is good or bad?
There are two types of carbohydrate that I know. One is
Okay,
simple and complex.
complex. Okay, good information.
That one is good to it.
Mhm. Okay.
That is only I know.
Good. Acha, some way you are right actually, correct. So I will give you a little more information now so that you'll get more information on that actually. Anybody else want to share anything about carbohydrates? Because see, if you have a right information, right things in your mind actually, so you don't have to really follow diet actually. You will automatically get into the way of eating. Then losing weight and matching your weight will not be a big problem for you. Anybody else want to share quickly? No. Okay, so let me go on to the next slide then, in case nobody has anything. See, we classify this into this one. See, I follow some of the doctors, this is how they classified, and then they give the information to me, and I'm sharing it with you guys actually. So different type of code. It is not written somewhere in Google and so this is a kind of factor. So this is a classification we have done it so that we can put across the information in the right way. So we can classify carbs into 4 categories. One is super fast carbs, one is fast carbs, next one is medium carbs, and slow carbs. So there are different kind of carbs. So every food has carbohydrates. It's not that none of the food has, every food has a carbohydrates, but in a different quantity. And some are harmful to our metabolism, some are good for our metabolism. So what we need to do is to understand that which are good for our metabolism, which carb to eat, which carb not to eat. Carbs are required for our body because it's an energy for our body actually. Without eating carbs we cannot live longer, or maybe we cannot live at all. Our energy is completely based on carbs, so we require carbs in our body. So there is nothing called as no carb diet, right? If you go for a no carb diet, it's more or less difficult to survive. That's kind of thing. So we require carb in our body. So now let me bring into some of the problems of before I tell you what is fast carb, what is super fast carb, what is medium, and what's slow carb. Let me bring up some of the problems what we have. See, most of them in today's world, or in today's days, what we're eating is more of super fast and fast carbs actually. Let me explain to you. When you see the screen, you'll understand. So super carb, sorry, I'll go back again. Yeah, current slide. Yeah. Super fast carbs. What does a super fast carbs does is basically they are having a high glycemic index, what they call it as. I think you would have heard about some of the foods what you get in your market actually saying it as a GI level is very low. Things like glycemic index is very low. They come as in the TV also. When you see the advertisement also, there are some of the products they quote it as low GI. Glycemic index is very low. What they say basically is when you eat that food, the glucose spike in your body is very low if you're eating a food with low glycemic index. But the super fast carbs what we eat will have a quick spike in your glucose. in your body actually. That is why we call it as it has a high glucemic index. So the super fast cabs will have a, I can just add it, sorry, again this went off, let me, okay, yeah, high glucemic index. So what happens when the super fast carbs has a high glucemic index is it will increase your glucose spike in your body. The glucose increase, the production of glucose will be more in your body. So what happens when a glucose is more in your body, it will ask for high insulin demand as well. It will ask for more insulin from your body. It has to, your pancreas has to create. That's why I've written on the right side, so that for a fair understanding. So you need to understand these things to make sure you follow right diet. If there is a quick glucose in your body, spike in your body, we call it a high glucemic index, and glucose travel the body through insulin, which is produced by pancreas. If glucose has to be distributed throughout your body for energy, every body cells require a glucose, it has to go through the insulin actually. So now if it has to take to the body completely, you require adequate amount of insulin which is created to pancreas. So what happens is when you eat a super fast carb, there is too much of glucose comes into picture, and you require too much of insulin also to travel, take that glucose throughout your body. So what happens is at that time when the glucose is going high, the body is demanding for high insulin, high insulin, high insulin, high insulin. So when high insulin is produced, we call it as insulin resistance, and it converts into hyperinsulinemia. So what is meant by insulin resistance is after a period of time, your affinity toward the cells will have an affinity towards insulin very less. And then it becomes a hyperinsulinemia, which leads to obesity, because insulin is a fat producing hormone. The more you produce insulin in your body, the fat also keep on increasing. That is where you become obese, where you become fat, and you increase your body weight completely. Your muscles are not building, but your fat is building up actually, right? So insulin increases the fat. So over a period of time, what happens is your pancreas will, because of the high demand in the starting, maybe in the early ages with high demand in creating insulin, over a period of time, the pancreas also will stop producing insulin, which will call it as diabetes actually. So your organ is not capable of producing insulin now, because it is tired. It's not able to create the insulin. So now the glucose is spiking. When you eat rice and things like the super fast carb, glucose is spiking, but pancreas is not creating the insulin what is required to take this glucose in a right way and spread it throughout the body. That is where it gets into your bloodstream, and then it becomes a diabetes. So that is how the things happen. So you need to be very clear about insulin resistance, and hyperinsulinemia happens through your super fast carbs actually. So I will come to that, tell you what are super fast carbs. You can avoid those food. It's not that you don't have to eat that out completely, but extreme light food actually, if you can avoid it to the core, maybe like just 5% of carbohydrate super fast carbs you can take, it will be good for you. At the same time, as I mentioned here, next time when you go for a checkup, actually not only do for a fasting blood sugar, or maybe you check for a cholesterol, you can check for the insulin production also in your body. There is a test called, I think, insulin. I don't know what exactly the terminology is, but I can suggest it to you. You can check for the insulin production also in your body, which will help you to understand, okay, whether you are producing insulin in a moderate way or in a very high level actually in the body. Okay. So now next, going to what exactly the insulinemia can create in your body. What are the problems you create in your body? And these things you would have heard most of the times from most of the people actually, right? It affects your glucose metabolism. When I say glucose metabolism, it will not really spread the glucose in the body actually, the hyperinsulinemia. It affects fat production and mobilization. The fat also, whatever you produce, it will be stored in a particular parts of your body, but it will not be sent to the entire body actually. It will not share. That is why you get a belly fat, or maybe more fat in your butts, and more fat in your hands and things like that, because of it affects the production of your mobilization. It affects your protein metabolism. It will not allow you to actually do the protein metabolism in a proper way. That is where you call it as uric acid problem, or uric acid metabolism also I've mentioned here actually there. And it affects your mitochondrial functions, and it gets into inflammation. When I say mitochondrial functions and all, it's more related to your intestines and things like that, where don't have a proper digestion, you're having inflammation, you're having stomach ache and all those stuffs, gastric problems and things like that. It can lead to inflammations also, having some inflammatory diseases also. What you have, it can affect your brain over a period of time, heart, liver, ovary, testes, adrenal glands. It can have problems on your hormones, as I mentioned, your thyroid, estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, and everything. And also it will affect your healthy bacteria on your intestines also, which will completely make your what do you say, the digestive tract itself is a problematic actually, where you increase your fat, keep on increasing your fat, right? And you'll have a constipation and things like that. So now, because of all this, why these problems are coming is because one of the major problem is because of your super fast carbs. You are eating too many super fast carbs in your body. So you're not eating a right food. Carbohydrate is required in your body. We are not telling that it is not a requirement. It is required in your body, but you need to eat a right carbs, not a wrong carbs. So let me get into the next slide. This is the examples I'm giving you here actually to about super fast carbs, and medium carbs and slow carbs actually. So if you take super fast carbs, you have sweets, aerated drinks, sugary drinks, ice cream, desserts, okay, that is a little problem there. Ice cream and desserts actually, cream biscuits, chocolate, wafers. Now all these will have a super fast carb. There are a lot of lists actually. I've put it in a normal common examples there actually. Fast carbs are your refined polished grains. When I say refined polished grains, your white rice what you're eating today, maybe a red rice what you're eating today, the polished grains what you're eating today is all our fast carbs actually. So it will not digest in your body in a proper way. Rice, idli, dosa, puttu, appam, anything of maita, any sweet fruits like apple, or maybe some of the fruits which has a lot of sugary items in it, actually like jackfruit and things that have a fast carbs, milk, honey, jaggery. So when you look at this list, you think that, okay, oh, I should stop drinking milk, I should stop drinking honey, jaggery, and thing. No, it's not that you have to stop it. How much ever you can avoid it, try to avoid those, because those are a fast carbs which will affect your body, all your metabolism in a wrong way. You can avoid it. Now coming to medium carbs. Medium carbs are whole grain example. When I say whole grain, what I mean by whole grain is unpolished grains. Your rice also, if it is unpolished, it is good for health. Your dal or whatever you're using, if it is unpolished, it is good for your health. Brown rice, all type of millets. Any type of millets actually what you have, you can use it actually. Everything is a medium carbs. Starchy vegetables, example carrot, beetroot, sweet potato, yam, these kind of things are good in your as a medium carbs actually. You can eat it. Pulses, any kind of pulses are good for you as a medium carbs. The next comes is very healthy thing is the slow carbs. Slow carbs are your leafy vegetables. Any leaf vegetables, you call it as chira or kira in Tamil Nadu and things like those leafy vegetables. Any vegetables grown above the ground are slow carbs. Any vegetables, including carrot, beetroot, beans and everything. Sprouts is one of the best, slow carbs actually. Once any vegetables or maybe whatever the, pulses what you've, sprouted, then it becomes a much more slow carbs actually. Microgreens, one of the things which is very, what do you say, now in the market they are very famous actually. Microgreens is very expensive also. Microgreens is basically which is grown in couple of days. It's not, they don't keep it for like, so you can do it in your terrace also. If you have a place there, in maybe like 4 days 5 days they will grow it and they eat it actually. So that kind of microgreens also it is useful. Wheat grass juice and things, legumes, nuts and seeds, these are all slow carbs actually which you can use. Okay, so carbs is important. So now only thing you need to take care of it is you need to understand what is super fast carb, what is fast carbs, what is medium carbs, and what is slow carbs. So if you understand that in a proper way, you will be able to do that. At the same time, there is something called as no carbs also. So if you look at this, these are some of the no carbs meal. So you can include this in your carbs meal actually. So meat, fish, butter, cheese, ghee, egg, these are all no carbs meal. But anything which is not taken in a moderate way, it is harmful for your body. Example, if I say no carbs ghee, so you can't take 10 spoons of ghee in a day because it's a no carbs. It doesn't work out. So there's a lot of fat also in that, other stuffs also in that, which will it will have an adverse effect. So it will be taken in a moderate way, but it is a no carb meal what you have. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, fine, no problem. I will mute it. Yeah. No, it's okay. These are the no carbs meals what you have: meat, fish, butter, cheese, ghee, and egg, right? So now why I'm giving you this information is, when we give the diet plan, some of them in 60 days program also.
No carbs, sir.
Sorry?
Paneer is came under the category no carbs or slow carbs.
I didn't get you. What is it?
Tofu.
Paneer tofu, no, it is not a no carb thing. No, it doesn't, because it's all dairy products, right? Dairy products will not come into that too much, but apart from butter and cheese.
Okay.
Okay, so because you're eating it in a different way, that one, so it doesn't come in the no carbs for that. Okay, good. Okay, so let me, I was, what I was telling about was, why I'm giving you all this information is you need to understand, okay, what is slow carbs, fast carbs, medium carbs, slow carbs, because some of them were asking in the 60 days program also when they came in saying that, no, if I don't eat rice, how will I survive? I may die actually, and things like that. So there's nothing like that. So rice is actually not a right food to eat on a daily basis, because we are consuming it on a daily basis is harmful. If once in a week you eat a rice, it's not a problem at all, although it is a super fast carb. So if you're eating daily rice 2 times, 3 times, it is going to affect you on a longer run. Today you may not have any problem, it may create a problem in a longer run. So you need to understand what exactly is your fast carbs and this carbs. Okay, so getting back to the next one, next slide. See, our metabolic stability depends on what type of carbs you are consuming. Due to abundance of carb, most of us consume super fast carbs and fast carbs. So what we need to do now is slowly shift from your this right now. If you look at it, super fast carbs and the fast carbs are most of the times what we eat. Example, rice, idli, dosa, puttu. These are things what we eat on a daily basis. And we go for sweets, we go for aerated drinks, biscuits, chocolate, and things like that. So what we need to do is from your super fast carbs, you need to shift. If you can, entire family can shift it, it is good, to medium carbs and slow carbs, where you go for a whole grain, maybe eat some millets, eat some unpolished rice and things like that. More, go for more vegetables, more leafy vegetable, more microgreens, sprouts, legumes, nuts, seed. But at the same time, it is very difficult to completely avoid super fast and fast carbs at all. It is not possible at all. So you don't have to completely avoid, but can you reduce it to 80%, 20%? Let it be there. Maybe once in a week you eat rice, or maybe go for ice cream. Once in a month you eat an ice cream, no problem. Once in a month you eat an cream biscuit or a chocolate, that's fine. But can you reduce it to 80%? If you do it for 80%, 20% will not matter. So that is what we need to do. So it's very difficult for a human being to unless you are a spiritual being, to become 100% following everything. It's difficult, we know that, as a family. But 80%, if you can do that after the 60 days program, you can manage your weight where you are. You will not go above that, or you can still lose it as well. But if you are going back to your super fast carbs again, to fast carbs, eating all kind of rice and things like that, your weight will definitely increase. That is what you are conducting this webinar, to educate you, saying, okay, whatever diet we are giving is because of these backgrounds. So you need to follow this throughout your life so that you can be healthy and take it forward. Okay, so now coming back to this, as I said, we need to shift to medium to slow carbs rather than having that. Go ahead, Nutan.
Sir, हाँ, that it was given that मिलेट का लिखा था इसमें स्लो कार्ब में लिखा था ना, नहीं मीडियम कार्ब में.
मीडियम में है, या.
So is that jawar is okay or not? Means I am eating jawar every afternoon.
खा सकते हो, खा सकते हो. See, so that is what I'm telling actually. So आप जवार बाजरा सब खाना टेंशन नहीं है. So it is always good to do that. No, keep on changing the diet daily basis.
Okay.
See, जैसे हम लोग कुछ लोगों को बोलते हैं ना चपाती अच्छा है, बोलो तो 3 टाइप चपाती खाने लग गए. So that is not good actually. So why don't you have example, why don't you change the diet? Maybe in one afternoon you eat maybe a ragi roti or whatever. Maybe one day jawar, one day bajra, one day go for maybe one kind of millet, one day go for a different kind of millet. In millets also बहुत कुछ है आजकल, kodo millet, foxtail millet, different kind of millets are there. You can try it out, different things. See, I know it is really difficult also as a family, depending on budget, depending on what you want to spend. Everything will come into picture. ऐसा नहीं है कि सब लोग सब कुछ खरीद कर रख सकते हैं. I'm not telling that, but over a period of time, थोड़ा टाइम लेके आपको सब changes लाके आना पड़ेगा. So once you bring that changes, it will be helpful. And you go for more specifically because we have other health problems also. You can go for more fibrous food. It is good also in case if you can go for a little bit of an external supplements also, for a external supplement to increase your fiber in your body, because for you fiber is required for a digestion. The more good digestive bowel movement you have, you will be happy with your other problems actually. So I can talk to you later about it, but on a separate note. So go for a different food every day rather than having a same food, because same food will not really help. So that is why, see, example मैं आपको एक example से देता हूँ. Most of the people say that no, Japanese people are more healthy in their the eating and things like that. Japanese people are more, they live longer and things like that, because so till today the Japanese people follow a diet of season wise diet. Actually they don't eat same thing every day, they don't have a favorite food and things like that. 80-90% of the people in Japan follow the seasonal food. Every day they eat a different food, they finish it every season, they keep on changing their food actually, so that they can be healthy. So because every season also we may require these, some of the season we require more fats, some of the season we require more protein, some season we require more carbohydrate things like that. There is a science behind it which I may not be able to explain you completely here. There is science behind it. That is why we say always, if your seasonal fruit is there, if example now it is a mango season, you need to eat mango, because after this you cannot eat mango. You don't eat mango in other season, buying from paying some more amount. Whenever the season comes, eat it. So now आजकल अभी क्या आ रहा है, मटर, right? मटर, green peas. Now the green peas का जमाना चल रहा है, in the sense season चल रहा है. So you know carrots का भी time चल रहा है. So you need to eat at this season, you need to eat more of those actually. Seasonal food will really help you out to increase your body metabolism. So keep that. So keep the changing in your food, it will be helpful for you. Okay, so now
Thank you, sir.
action. Yeah, now action required to everybody through this, to the webinar. What I'm trying to tell you here is stabilize your metabolism, reduce inflammation, insulin moderation, and everything. If you want to do that, you need to consume slow and medium carbohydrates rather than consuming a high carb, or fast carb or a super fast carbs. Actually, super fast and fast carbs will not really help you to control any of these problems in your body. So if you want a good health, then definitely you have to go for a slow carbs and medium carbs. It is not that to carb is bad, but there are certain carbs which is bad, which you can avoid completely. It will be good for your health. At least 80%, 90% if you avoid, it will be good for your health. So hope this information was helpful for you. So let me take a quiz time actually now. So I'll come to the question a little later. Please send me the recorded session. Okay, no problem, no issues. Yep. Quiz time. If I ask anybody, so this is a normal rice, what I've mentioned here, all the three are red rice and white rice. What where does it belongs to? Is it a fast carb or a super fast carb, or what is it? Can anybody answer? A normal rice, a normal polished rice.
Fast carb.
Fast carb, super. Actually, it is a super fast carb actually,
Yeah.
right? So because it is unpolished rice, so all this rice will not help. But if it's unpolished, right, it will come under medium carbs. So you have IV gourd. What do you call it as? Kovakia, you call it as IV gourd something. Yeah. See, yeah, this is a vegetable. So basically, this comes under what? Anybody can answer?
Slow carbs. Slow carbs.
It's slow carbs, correct. It is a completely slow carb, which is a vegetable actually, right? It is grown above the ground. If you look at the apple and the green apple and normal apple, actually, there are two type of apple here. So which carbs come under this one actually? What is a red apple or what is green apple?
A green apple will be a little bit sour, and a red apple is too sweet.
Okay, so red apple is basically your fast carb, and probably a medium carb, I would say, right? Medium carb, and then the green apple is your slow carb.
Okay.
Okay, so because it's good to eat green apple than red apple, but red apple will not harm you. It's not that it is going to harm you, but if you ought to eat it in a moderate way, it is good for health. But if you eat it in too much, as I said, somebody says apple is good for health, apple is good for health. If you're eating 5 to 6 apples every day, it is not good for health, because it will definitely increase your health. But eating a half apple a day, it's not a big deal at all. It will keep you in a moderate way and it will help you out. Tomato, again, it comes under what? Anybody answer? Tomato and green leafy vegetables?
Low carb.
Low carbs.
Yes, it's a vegetables. All your vegetables actually. So your cabbage also comes in the low carbs. Your lady's finger also comes in low carb. What about banana? Where does a banana comes in?
Medium carbs.
I can put it probably in fast carb actually. Fast carbs. Right, because it's a lot of sugar in it actually. Banana is sweet, right? So we can put it on this one. Any sweet, sugary, this one should come under fast or a super fast carb actually, which has too much of sweet actually, right? But if it does not have sweet, any fruit does not have sweet, too much of sweet, then you can put it in the low carb. But anyways, eating banana is not a bad thing again. So as I said, it is good, and if you eat it in a moderate way. And if you're in a weight loss program, it is good to avoid because it will increase your weight as well over a period of time. It is not good. But if you're into bodybuilding, if you're increasing your muscle mass and things like that, eating banana is good because it will help you to improve your muscle mass in a over a period of time. But if you're in a looking for a weight loss, it is good to avoid because it may control your weight loss program in a other way. So it's good to avoid those. Coca-Cola comes in. Anyways, it's easy to answer actually. Coca-Cola. It's a super fast carbs actually. Yeah, super fast carbs because it has something called as fructose, some kind of fructose actually, which will spike your glucose level very high. That is why whenever you drink Coca-Cola and all, right, you feel very energetic, right? After a run or something, you eat a Coca-Cola, you feel energetic because your glucose level is shooting up very quickly. But at the same time, your insulin level also will shoot up, which is harmful for the body actually, right? So there any aerated drinks, what aerated drinks, what they have, and there are some of the drink which you call it as diet coke and things like that. It is better not to go for that also because that is more harmful than your normal coke, because that has another ingredients which will not help you out. It may not have a sugar, but it has a lot of things which will improve your sugary taste actually, right? So that is harmful, much harmful for our body. So don't go for that. It is all marketing gimmicks what you have in today's world. And the next one is your legumes, right? So whatever your legumes, your all your chickpea, or maybe what they call it as pulses and pulses and things like that, all are comes under medium carbs. You can go for it anytime, so it's good to have it. And if you're going to for a sprouted ones, it is very good actually, because it'll when it's sprouted, it will be in a medium carb. When it is sprouted, it comes into a slow carb, because it becomes more healthy when you sprout it. Actually, it is always good to go for those kind of sprouting. So just take care of these things, understand which is fast carbs, low carbs, go for healthy food. So whenever you cook at home, think about it, which is slow, which is fast, which can keep you healthy, which will not keep you healthy. And at the same time, anything going in a very extreme way, it is not good for health. You cannot keep on eating a leafy vegetable every day, saying that it is a very good for health. You should be always changing your food, so that you get complete nutrition in your body actually, whatever is required. Because you cannot have a vitamin D and go deficient in vitamin B12. You should have vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin K, everything should be up. For that, you need to have a variety of food so that you get all the kind of things actually. So I can give an example also, right? So in example about protein actually. So in protein there is one amino acid called as leucine, I guess, if I'm not wrong, leucine available. It is not available in the meat protein. Whenever you say some meat protein like meat, beef protein, or whatever extract what they have, it is not available in that. It is available only in the whey protein. It is not available in your plant protein also. It is available only whey protein. Basically your milk products is going to give you amino acid called as leucine. So that is why you should have a mix of food. So if there are something which is not available in something which is available in some other thing actually, so when you eat a combination of food, what happens is all your nutritional balance is taken care. So when your nutritional balance is taken care, it will help you to cut down your fat easily. So slowly the fat will cut down. So that's how you lose weight and you maintain your weight as well. Okay, so this is what I had for you guys. Q&A. If you have any questions from you guys, I can, we can help you out, and then we'll close. So next week, I'm going to cover about very, very important things. Do we need external supplements? This is one thing actually, because most of them have this question in their mind. When we talk about protein, if I tell protein, most of them say that protein for bodybuilder, right? That is what people have, that the things, right? Protein for bodybuilder. If you're going to gym, you want protein, otherwise you don't require protein. If I say multivitamin, if you're going to gym, you require that. I don't require that. Is required or not? I have an example. I have a lot of things to share with you in the next week, actually saying, do you require supplements or not? So not only the dietary supplement I'm talking about exercise supplement also there, where you say when you're doing exercise, whatever you're doing 40 minutes exercise today, it's actually a exercise supplement. It is not required for a body. It is a supplement what you're giving your body, because in the olden days we were born to do physically work and survive, but today we are not doing it because of the the changes in the environment. From hunter gatherers age, we have visited these days digital age. So now we are not doing anything physically, you are doing it as a supplement exercise in the morning. At the same thing, in the olden days we used to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and different kind of food and things like that. Today we are not able to eat because of lot of changes in your lifestyle. That is why we require supplement. I explain you in a total, in a depth way in the next seminar, what I want to do. So you'll get to know why it really human being really requires a supplement. If he requires, why do you require a supplement also, I'll explain to that, so that that myth is gone. It's not that no, everybody has to take a supplement. That is not my take here. What I'm trying to go to explain you is about why do you require supplement and how do you go for the supplement also, no, right? Okay, fine. Then if anybody have any question, let me know, otherwise we'll close.
Hello, sir. It is a medium carb, is broken wheat.
Sorry, can you repeat the
Yeah.
question? No.
That broken wheat we are talking now, is it medium carb?
See, it depends again on what kind of broken wheat you're taking interest. So it's in a whole grain broken wheat or maybe polished wheat. So there are, see, market में बहुत कुछ है आजकल. So we don't know what exactly is in the market actually. So what we have to do is, to check out the brand, whether it is a right brand, what you're buying, whether it is unpolished one, whether it's a whole grain one, check it out and then buy it. See, even I cannot tell that, okay, this is the right one to take. I cannot tell that, okay, go for ITC brand, this is the best one. Maybe वो बोल नहीं सकता हूँ because it depends again. I don't know what is in the market today. Most of the things in the market we cannot 100% believe. But only thing is we just need to go for a good brand. Okay, देख लो अच्छा brand है, अच्छा company है, believe कर सकते हैं, देख के you can go for it. So go for whole grain wheat if you have it actually. So if they would have written there actually it is a whole grain or polished or things like that. If it is polished, don't buy it. Polished may it is it if you're it's although it's a grain, if it's a polished, it goes into super fast category. Okay, so you can go that. In millets also, if you can use full millet, actually normal millet what you get it actually, right? It is good actually, so go for it because you can make dosa out of it, you can make a upma out of it, a lot of things you can make out of it actually. So go for a good brand, at least it will be helpful for you. So today's world, it is very difficult to tell that because in olden days we used to buy it from the used to grow everything in our backyard. आजकल वो सुविधा नहीं है हमारे पास, बाहर से लेना पड़ता है. We need to find out which is a good brand and go for it. That's it. Okay, anybody have any other questions? So congratulations everybody again for losing weight and keep doing it for 2 more weeks. We have 2 more weeks to go. I'm sure that you guys can at least aim for at least next 3-4 kgs, and end of this month to summer 2018, I think most of them people who are at 7 kgs, definitely you need to aim for next 3 kgs. You need to hit that 3. If you can hit 12, that is it'll be an awesome job. For that, I can give you some of the tips actually from today onwards. If you follow that, okay, some of the things you may be doing wrong is, first thing is, while cooking, watch out for oil, whatever the oil what you're using actually, because a small teaspoon of oil also will hamper your reducing your health. So watch out for oil, first thing. Second thing is timing. So if you're skipping a food is a problem, don't skip the food. And if you're skipping a food, don't eat that banana which you skipped with your meal. Don't do that. Example, somebody did not eat a mid-morning fruit and they are eating that fruit with your meal, which is not going to help you. So why we are giving it in a different interval is so that you don't feel hungry, your fat is not accumulating because of your hunger, right? So you need to eat at that time. If you're not able to eat that, drink some water and finish it off. Drink some 2-3 glass water because that hunger is gone, and don't eat that banana in the afternoon. So don't do that. Maintain the timing what you have. Third thing is drinking water. If you can drink 3 to 4 liters of water in a day completely, make yourself completely hydrated. If you keep more hydration in your body, you'll not feel that. Third thing is, if you're hungry, don't starve. Go for tomato salad, go for cucumber, go for buttermilk, those kind of thing. You can drink it. It's not a problem at all. And night times, make sure you're eating at least 3.5 hours before your dinner. Make sure you eat it, and then after that, you can drink water, but nothing else. And if you feel like hungry, go for cucumber or tomato, but that also maybe like at least 2 hours before that. Just like when you go for a bed and you feel hungry, अभी थोड़ा खा के चला जाएंगे, बहुत भूख लग रहा, नींद नहीं आएगा, थोड़ा cucumber खा लेती हूँ, tomato खा लेती हूँ. Don't do that. It is a pseudo hunger. Don't worry. आपको कुछ नहीं होगा. So you just drink some 2 glass of water and go and sleep. You will sleep, no worry at all. You will have a sound sleep there. So only thing is your mind is not allowing you to do that. So follow some of these tips actually and believe. And if you can do a meditation for 5 minutes in the morning when you get up, I am sending every day that the positive affirmation. Sit, think about yourself, don't think anything about yourself, think in your mind saying that I'm going to lose 12 kgs, I'm going to lose 5 more kgs. Think about and believe that you're going to believe that going to lose that 5 more kgs. Definitely you can do that, because if you're putting action already, belief is the only problem. Once you believe that, you can achieve that as well. Okay, कर सकते हो. And make sure you join our community, Telegram community or Facebook community everywhere, so that after 60 days also we are always connected, and we can help you out after 60 days also. We can conduct some webinars, seminars. So once you're connected with the group of healthy people, you tend to live that healthy life. But if you're out of the community, then it is very difficult. So you will be left all alone and you'll not be able to do that. So always suggest, come to our community, be in our community. We can live that healthy life together, rather than you going out of the community. It's not 60 days program doesn't mean that okay, after 60 days you look into your way and we look into our way. We always really help you, but you have to be in our community to help you out, because it's very difficult to individually give attention to everybody, but in a group it will help us to give attention to most of the people. Okay, thank you very much then. So we have already hit 5:48. In case nobody has any questions, and we will disperse, right? Okay, thank you everybody, have a nice day, take care.
Yeah, thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Thank
Bye, ma'am.
you, thank you, take care, bye bye.